The darker side of positive AI attitudes, investigating associations with problematic social media use. The highlights. Associations between AI attitudes and social media use are studied. Positive AI attitudes link to more problematic social media use. The present study shows that positive AI attitudes might come with costs for users. This is from June 2nd, 2025. They take a sample of 956 social media users. They observed that positive AI attitudes were linked to overuse of social media as assessed with an addiction framework. The effect size of this association was stronger for males than females. Further, we observed that this association was mediated by time spent on social media. The present study shows that positive AI attitudes, although well known to be positive regarding embracing new technologies, might come with risk for developing addictive patterns of technology use, such as social media. So essentially, if you have a positive attitude towards AI, there is a non-zero chance, albeit perhaps small, that you have a social media addiction. And one of the things that they go into here is, the factor, like the risk factor isn't exactly like, oh my God, everyone's going to fall prey to AI addiction and social media addiction. But there is a factor, there is a non-zero amount of people who do fall into it. One of the things that they go over is that these people don't typically have a history of having some kind of like mental issue, or other health issues. It just kind of happens. There's something inherent to the system that captures their brain. And so then they start falling into what's called positive attitudes towards these systems. This has been well known with video games, gambling, gaming, shopping, social media, etc. But they bring out a particular issue with AI that makes it worse. Okay, well, I can't seem to find it right now, but I know it's in here. They talk about this. So one of the things they say is that, and they have a reference to it somewhere in here, damn it, if I could just find it. They have a reference to like, what's happening with games? We're putting more AI in them. What's happening with social media? We're putting more AI in them. And what's worse, we're doing it in such a way that people use social media and they don't even know that AI is being injected into these social media platforms. They might even engage with an AI chatbot, or they might see AI generated content, text, visual, or otherwise, and not realize it's AI. And because of the sycophantic nature of AI, because it has some weird tendency to further capture people's minds, because it has this feedback reward system that some people really, really like, what it does is in and of itself, in a vacuum, AI may not necessarily cause addiction, but it can enhance existing addictive tendencies of existing systems like social media. And as a result, what you see is a corollary between AI positive feelings with social media addiction, because of course you would. As AI becomes more integrated into social media, the amount of people who become addicted to it increase, or their amount of addiction increase, or perhaps both. And so then they also feel good about AI because they're ingesting it anyways and they like it. So you can see how all of this is multi-layered and plays in on itself. Do you honestly want to tell me that it's only the viewers on this stream right now who understand how this operates? Is that what you believe? Do you actually believe that we're the only people on the planet who know how this works? And are you naive enough to think that there aren't people out there who want to use this to their advantage and do so? In any case, these are the systems by which technocracy would want to operate everything in your life. So I want you to tie that all in, and I want you to really be careful out there. Really be careful out there, and really understand what kind of a field you're playing in. It is not simply just code up websites with cat pictures and have fun and make a bit of money along the way. Unfortunately, that is not the state of the field such as it is right now. It's not that simple. And we see that in cybersecurity issues. We see that with AI. We see that with addictions in these systems. We see that with an over-reliance on these things. We see that with stupid decisions being made inside of tech. We see that with, even before all this, there was ideological battles taking place within tech with different ideologies between, like, you could say left and right, if you want to say that, all other kinds of ways. All of this stuff plays out right here in this ecosystem: programming, machines, inputs and outputs. The stuff that we build and the stuff that a vast majority of the world depends on a day-to-day basis. What kind of a world do you want to build for yourself, your family, and the people around you? So it's really important that you keep this in mind.